Hello everyone, welcome back to Real Mongolia. I am standing in front of the central train station of Ulaanbaatar. I thought it would be interesting and useful for people who are coming to Mongolia this summer. So it is located 5 kilometers from the city center. So you can come here pretty easily by catching a taxi or a cab. So this is the main waiting hall of the train station. Of course, it was built during the Soviet time, so you can see the architecture of that time. So this is the timetable. Every day you can catch a train to Irtnet and Tarkhan, second and third biggest cities in Mongolia. And also you can take a train to China, Khukhot, and also to Irkutsk and Ulaanbaatar in Russia. Here's a piano from the old times. It says Preludia. It's a Russian piano. Here's a phone charger. You can charge your phone here. And there's a gift shop and bookshop here. So you can buy a book or newspaper while waiting your train. As you can see, there's a Russian flag here because Russians helped us build this train station. And this is a restaurant, but I guess it's not open yet. But there's another fast food place here, but it's also not open yet. But the timetable says from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. But right now it's not open yet. I think it's maybe their lunch hour. And here's another waiting area with a Tom and Tom's coffee. And here's also GS25 convenience store. So you can buy drinks or snacks from this place. So GS25 is everywhere in Mongolia. And also see you, and it says duty free. So I've never been to this place, but I think it's closed right now. Yeah, it's closed, but it's a duty free shop. So you can buy like cigars, perfume, wine, vodka, and everything. So writings are in Russian and in English. So this is where you wait your train. It's not that small, not that big, just average size. And here's the ticket price table. So the trains here in Mongolia are not very expensive. For example, if you want to go to Zamingud, which is a border town in the Mongolia-China border, it's 26,000 tugruk for a hard seat or public area. And there's also cabin section, which is more expensive. So for cabin section, if you want to go to Zamingud, to China, it's 73,400 tugruk. And the children pay less money, of course. So for example, like children aged 5 to 12 pay 21,000 for sleeping section and 7,000 for hard seat. Okay, so this is the platform. Right now there's no train here. Yeah, so behind this there's another platform. There's an underway pass here. You can go through this underway pass and go to the other platform. I wanted to show you guys the actual train, but right now there's no train here. Okay, let's go through the underpass here. In the old times, like 10-15 years ago, there was no underpass like this, so people actually had to cross the railway line to get to the other section, which was really dangerous. But now there's this underway pass, and it's really nice. This is the way you go into the platform 2 and 3. Timetable here. I like this logo. This is the logo of Mongolian Railway Company. As you can see, there is a hammer and sickle, a red star, which is also reminiscence of old times. I have been to trains so many times. Trains are very interesting and efficient way to travel in Mongolia, but they don't run all the way to the western and eastern provinces, only to northern and southern provinces. So this is the platform 2. Yeah. Cars here. A lot of coal. Okay. Train. Okay, train is coming, but not like a big full train, just only locomotive or ahead. This is cool. As you can see, there's a Russian writings in here. Postroin 1984. Interesting year. So all the trains in Mongolia are from Russia or from the times of Soviet Union. So they are pretty old. So I guess it's a time for them to update the trains. I wish I could show you the inside of the train, but I'm not traveling at the moment, so I'm just gonna show you the train station. It's quiet here today, but during the holiday season, like Lunar New Year, or not on time, it's packed. It's full of people, and there are a lot of foreigners use this train station to travel around Mongolia. Okay, now let's go to the ticket section. So from underpass, you just straight go to the ticket section here. As I said before, the tickets are relatively cheap in Mongolia. So it says local tickets. So this is where you buy your train tickets. You go to one of these people and buy your tickets and pay with cash or card. And recently they installed this machine, so you don't have to wait in line. Just pay your money with card here and go to places. For example, here's the route to Zamingud, the border town in Russia-Mongolian border. So it says adult 73,400 to go to Zamingud. Child 28,800. So this price is for a cabin, and this price 26,000 is for public wagon, like a hard seat. 7,200 is for a child. This one is for a sleeper carriage, 44,000. So it's less expensive than the cabin. Mm-hmm. There's ATM machines if you need some cash. Supposedly the second floor is for international tickets, but I heard that the international tickets are also being sold at the... Okay, so this is the international tickets area. So if you're traveling to China and Russia from Mongolia, you have to come here and buy tickets. So Ulaanbaatar to Beijing, Ulaanbaatar to Huhot, and Ulaanbaatar to Iran City, China. Here's the timetable. And here's also currency exchange here. And you can buy your tickets from this website, eticket.ubtz.mn. And there's also you can buy a SIM card here for your phone, and there's also some tour agencies here. So it says travel agency. You have to call this number to book a tour. So it's like a Russian tour agency and also Chinese writing here. Interesting. Let me check the third floor. I'm not sure if I'm allowed here. Okay. A third floor is for office of the train company. So this one is a carry-on storage. You can keep your carry-on here. So that was about it. The train station is located close to the city center, so you can just take a bus from here. There's a bus line to the city center, and taxis are everywhere here. You can just hold out your hand and Toyota Prius will stop probably. And yeah, that's the train station of Ulaanbaatar. There's a CU and Korean restaurants, and this area is being developed so fast. See that tall buildings here? This area will be a major hub in a few years. So thank you for being with us, and I'll see you next time. And this was Real Mongolia, and welcome to Mongolia. Sorry guys, I forgot to show you this memorial located in front of the train station. This was built in 1977. So it says, "This railway line is a line of friendship. May this line lead to the prosperity and happiness of our nation." Something like that. By Ulaanbaatar, who was a leader of Mongolia during the Soviet time in 1970s and 60s. So here's the writing: Friendship Railway Height. Built in 1977 by the design of Soviet architect, commemorating the role of railways cementing the friendship between the two nations. And here's a Russian flag. So Mongolian railway line is deeply connected to Russia because obviously they helped us build this. The logo we saw in the underpass with a hammer and sickle. Okay, so that was it, and see you next time.